sometimes if you like talk to your parents and they don't understand what you like feel, what could you do about that?
So, can you give me an example of what that might be like?
Maybe someone is, maybe they come from school and they did like okay on the test and they told their parents and they said, oh, I'm sorry, I'll try everything to get my grade up next time. And the parents, like, they don't want to listen. And they just scream and get mad. Even if the kid tries to negotiate or talk, like nothing happens.
And that's very frustrating, right? And again, that happens across cultures, to be honest with you. And one of the things that happens, though, it's like when we have a problem, when we go to someone, it's kind of like it's a knot, right? And one person's holding one end, the other person's holding the other, and the problem is the knot, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. It leads to a lot of shutdown. One of the things I always recommend is if your parents are frustrated and upset in a moment, that might not be the best time to try to get them to listen, because they're also going through something. You know, when someone is getting emotional, we get emotional back, and there's that whole back and forth thing. And when people are both coming from a place of emotion, it's really hard to listen for anybody. So my suggestion would always be, you know, try to stay calm in that moment, try to think through what you want your parents to understand, and probably to come back to it later when they're in a different headspace. Does that sound doable? Yeah. I think we get so upset that moment and we stomp off, or at least, you know, some of us do, and it's so frustrating, or we get very sad and start to cry or feel very hurt, that it's hard to even want to come back to those things when things are good. But that's really the important time to do that. You kind of want to go like, never mind, it's over, forget it, I don't want to express it. But those are the times that change actually can happen, and there's more open communication. Because when we're emotional, it's hard to hear and it's hard to be heard. Okay? Anyone else have any questions, thoughts? Or anyone else have a suggestion that to address